If anything happens like this, you're here. So this is a great example of you translating your lead to the side of the objective, and you're making the difference here. Do you see this?
Yeah.
You see how you're making the difference, and this was a huge round. Look how huge this round was. Very nice. Very, very, very nice. Now tell me, if you play like this every game, I'm not saying you have to play like even as flawlessly as this, but
Yeah.
this is what I'm talking about. This is a great example of what I'm talking about. Welcome back to Jungle Gap. Quickly, I wanted to say thank you to everyone who supports me and the channel. We're nearly at 10k subs, so if you haven't subbed already, you know what to do. Before we begin, I wanted to provide some context. While I believe the title of this video to be true, I'm not trying to target any specific rank demographic, rather highlighting that with the correct approach to improvement, anyone can reach their goals. The VODs you'll be watching in this video were from one of my coaching sessions with a Goal 2 jungler, where I essentially made decisions for him in real time, and then we reviewed that game in depth, explaining my thought process behind those decisions. Throughout this session, we also talked about what mentality we should have towards solo queue, our teammates, and improvement. With that all being said, enjoy the video. Pre-game plan, let's go through it. So in this game, bot lane matchup is, so we're not gonna be piling to top. This is a game where you wanna try and play for yourself. So like a lot of Dyna games, you're most likely just going to be playing, so we run to top river like usual. We won't go pot actually, we'll save our pot by running to the top river in the river bush. And this game, we're gonna do a very, very farm kind of heavy path. We're gonna start Raptors and we're gonna be playing for first grub spawn. Because in this game, the reason why I'm saying that is we have an Aurelia, so grubs is nice for us. Bot lane matchup is not really great. Like we have like Lux Spine for setup, but they're playing Soraka Jhin with Exhaust Barrier. Yeah, that's not great. That's okay though. Okay, so we're gonna drop a ward right there where you just, in that bush where you were just standing, drop a ward in there. Yeah, that's good. And we're gonna start Raptors with Q. So we're gonna go Raptors, Krugs, red, okay? And you're gonna take E level 2. So you're gonna go Raptors and then you're gonna QE the Krugs. Is he sweeping that? What's he doing? What's this Nunu doing? He's warding. Okay, that's okay. Just want to make sure he's not doing anything crazy. He might be trying to start your thing actually. Okay, we're still gonna start Raptors. If he starts your blue, we're just gonna run straight to his blue. So Raptors and then to his blue. Okay, he's not. He's starting his Raptors. That's good to know. So now we also know his Raptors are spawning at 4 minutes. Same as us, right? Mirrored. And little like bits of information like that is really good to just like think about early, right? Because it kind of, when that time comes, when his Raptors are spawning, you've already kind of processed that information. So it's like less thinking space, you know? It's very unlikely that we're going to gank anywhere. I know you want to be aware of potential opportunities, but I want you to, oh wow, it's Jhin top. Okay. Interesting. Okay, smite this and then to wolves. So I want you just to focus on clearing, actually. Like the lane that you're going to probably mostly look at is top now, because top is like the most kind of gankable. But you're going to full clear like 100% in this game. Even if there's a potential gank, you're just going to full clear. We'll figure out if ganks are possible, probably after Scuttle. So Gromp here first. So as Dyna, like your clear speeds and your tempo is something that's going to be really important. Okay, so now we know what Nunu's done. He's done 3 red side camps. That's good to know, right? 3 red side camps is going to go to the bot side now. When you're on blue, I want you to spam ping bot lane because Nunu's about to gank bot because we just saw him go into river. Good pings. And then thinking in advance here. So after we take blue, there's no mid gank, right? So as we're on Scuttle, if there's no top gank, we're going to instantly just go back to our Raptors. And we're also going to drop a ward on his Raptors first after Scuttle because we want to see him next time he comes here. Yeah, actually, no, we're going to wait for his Raptors here. We're actually just going to wait here for 15 seconds. You're going to ward that bush and we're going to just insta-kill his Raptors and then take out Raptors. Because my guess right now is he's still in his bot side camps, right? Because he used his tempo. So yeah, we're just really, really looking to hard farm. Okay, did he start his Raptors? Maybe he started his red. No, they're there. Okay.
In a second.
He was just slower than you. Okay. So a bit of like waiting around, right? But I think it's going to be okay in the end. We're not going to go to his Krugs because I want you to go straight back to your bot side camps. You're just going to cross mid. Don't care about showing. Okay, now care. Careful now. Try to avoid him. Yeah. Okay, you can base here. It's not bad. Yeah, base. It's good. Ping him like danger that he's going top. And then just base. Yeah, this is actually really smurf base because now you can just clear from bot to top. Bot to top, you have a clean sweep up now. And I know it feels like we're kind of just farming. So we'll still look for opportunities, but right now like really nothing has even happened. Okay, so I think Jhin is
trio bot or something.
I don't know what's happening. We just ignore it. When there's little funky things that happen, you want to try and not get kind of sucked into it. You want to stick to your. Yeah. You want to stay like locked in. Even if like Vladimir typed like open. You do not want to pretend like the game is won, ever. I've made that mistake too many times. So it looks like a perfect... Oh, okay, so he did take it. Okay, so it was a Raptor trade. Interesting. Yep, which is okay. So thinking about what Nunu did, he probably took his Krugs, right? And then he probably reset and is going to his bot camps. But you're a little bit faster than him. So after Gromp, we're just going to take the Grug, the grubs. And he's playing on bot side. So think about... Okay, he might gank bot, right? So spam ping like danger on like tri-bush bot. Good. Yeah, that's good pings. Just lets him know because you know he's like 90% bot side. Okay, we're just gonna pull, remember to pull this out, the grubs, so we don't get kind of ganked by Sylas and Nunu. So Q them. Okay, he did dragon. Okay, good. So it's free now. And then we see his raptor spawning in 20 seconds. We're gonna take that on spawn. He ganks spot. That's okay. Top is fighting. So top might be a possibility, but after raptors or even after Krugs. Okay, he died. Nice. Okay, Sylas is missing. So we're still gonna, yeah, okay, he hovered bot side, good. Take his raptors.
Take his Krugs too or no? Probably resetting.
I think, yeah, take his Krugs too, good. Because our camps are 40 seconds right on our first camp, so there's nothing else to do. Even if they're down, it's good to still check. But I think they're up, or they're up soon. Because he took them a little bit kind of weird on the window. Yep, take them. He can never catch you here, even if you take them, just smite them, pull them left. Good, perfect. And Vladimir is just going to run straight top, but we're not going to care about that. We're just going to Q this and then base in that bush right there. Yep, I'm going to base right here. Because he's not, I mean, unless the Vladimir is getting pinged from his Nunu, he's never going to like disrupt us here, right? So,
Yeah.
so really, really, really good tempo this game. Like insane tempo. Okay, good. Goodbye as well. And again, full clear up. Not much to do on the bot side. We do have level 6 now. So thinking about like most likely where we can get kills, it probably is bot because they are 2 immobile champions. But our Aurelia is doing well as well. So we can also keep playing to that. Nunu is still topside, so you know, probably pinging his. Actually, no, we don't know where Nunu is. We won't assume anything. I want you to just get another really, really quick full clear. Okay, bot, run bot, run bot, run bot, run bot, run bot. As soon as he shows, this is like an opportunity now. Unless this guy can. Okay, no, back. He's gonna get one shot. Yeah, yeah, that was interesting, right? Because I'm telling you, like, to full clear, but you want to try and still look for those opportunities where the enemy is like over chasing your team to pick up some kills. But as soon as you see he's like dead, he gets rooted, you just back. Even if this game is like, you know, your team is, it's one, okay, yeah, look here. Maybe you can, so you see how Nunu's making these plays? Since you have ult and flash, don't do anything now, go to wolves. But like when you see that happening, I want you to be more like react.
Look at it at least, yeah.
Yeah, like look at it, react, and be like, okay, can I like flash over and just get a, even if I have to use like my flash, E ult and get one kill, it's still worth it because you don't really want to just sit on your ult all game. Like you don't want to overforce anything, but when you see Nunu's like level 5, like snowballing in on mid, you're level 7. Oh, sorry, not level 5, level 6, but he was like half HP. You want to do something. But this game is still good. Still going very, very good. His raptors spawn in 5 seconds, so it looks like we're going to do blue and then hit to his raptors. Or blue, yeah, blue raptors and then the scuttle. Now, if Lux tries to gank mid, we're going to think, can we be involved? And then if not, we're just going to take a scuttle.
Raptors or just
Raptors, yeah, sorry, raptors first, raptors first. Okay. So you see how this Nunu, every single time his raptors are spawned, this guy's not got a chance. He's not even got a chance. Okay, Sylas TPs. The mid, okay, mid got out, good. His wave is fixed, we go scuttle. We go scuttle and we look at his Krugs. Right, because he's like so confused like when his camps are spawning. So if we're there every single spawn, we take every single time. Now you have to be careful, like there's 3 people that could potentially collapse on you here, but I think you're okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're okay. Yeah. Use smite and then we're gonna insta base again. And then as soon as we're out of base, we're thinking bot gank because you know we're insanely strong now. Yeah, there is a chance of a top gank here, but I think basing is still better. So as you're running to Krugs here, I want you just to completely like have your eyes on bot. Looks not bad right now, right? They're kind of oblivious, they're kind of pushing up. So I want you to go through tri-bush, not through lane, through tri-bush and just go around. When you get to tri-bush, I want you to start pinging on the way and sweep when you run through tri-bush. Okay, so the wave is dead. So what are they going to do off this wave? Are they going to back or are they going to push? They're going to push. So yeah, still go through tri-bush, sweep, and then try and make your play. Okay, what did still go for it? Still go for it. Still go for it. Yep, ping, 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 ping. Try and kill that Jhin. He still has flash, so think about that. Perfect. Amazing. Okay, back to your clear. Okay, we're gonna... Okay, 10 seconds drag. I think we really want this dragon, right? So we're gonna literally just kill it on spawn. Use your pink on it and pull it out. Yeah, their bot lane's dead, so it should be ours. They might still contest, but we have more numbers. We want to do this kind of fast because their bot lane is coming. So you're just gonna have to try... Okay, we want to play for the fight here, okay? If they come in, you want to fight them. You want to fight, you want to fight, you want to fight. Kill Nunu. Don't even worry about the dragon, just try and kill Nunu. Their bot lane is coming now. Don't overchase. Don't overchase. Okay, you're okay. You're okay. Flash if need. I don't think you do though. Okay, it's all good. It's all good. Back, 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 back. Back to your clear now. Just back ping and run. I don't want you to die here. No matter what, don't die. TP coming in. So see what Aurelia does. Okay, okay, it's fine. Yeah, just clear. Just clear. It was a bad TP. It was kind of unfortunate that your team lost their mind a little bit, but full clear, take grubs. Mute all, type mute all. 0 distractions. This is the consistency I want you to have in all your games. Like you're going to just be the main character. Okay. Once you take Gromp, we're going to figure out if this Vladimir is going to hit this tower, we're going to kill him. Okay, so smite this now, smite it, and then start running there because I think he is. Can you go around? Going around would be better, but let's just go. Yep, no pool. Okay, kill him. Chase, chase, chase. No pool still, so you can fight. Good flash. Okay, this is still good. Yep. He'll kill. Okay, looking at Grubs now and Scuttle. So when we have time, when we know he's already going to hit the tower, you should run around to cut him off. You should make sure you don't have to use your jumping abilities when you could just run behind him, right? You can use your jump ability to maybe jump to a minion, but you need to make sure your Q resets. Okay, you need like even on camps, you always want your Q to reset, your E to reset. Okay, so win con this game is kind of Aurelia split push. So on the next dragon, now I'm thinking a bit into the future here, but I think on the next dragon we're going to trade, and as we do this base, yep. So I'm already thinking well into the future. I'm thinking this next dragon because Aurelia, we've got 6 scrubs, right? Aurelia split push, she's winning. Our win con is kind of forming here, and we also got 1 dragon, which is really, really huge. Okay, so full clear up. We're going to play for Rift Herald to trade for the dragon. Okay, and we're going to try and get 2 towers top for the dragon. That's going to be the trade. And we're going to communicate to our team that we're not going to fight the dragon. Not now, but like, you know, when we get to like our blue. We're going to communicate to them. Okay, still, this is a weak side timing here. So go to Tribush right now because I see their bot lane is inting. Okay, Tribush, go, 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 go. Try and Q this guy from Fog. Good, and kill him. Kite ahead. Yeah. Free kill and back to your full clear. Back to your full clear straight away. Perfect. You see how you want to see those little timers as the minimap gives you information. You had a pink, they're pushing. So even though I said we're going to full clear the top, you don't want to miss those little opportunities there. I mean, it's pretty easy for me, right? 2 players are kind of OP because I can just look at the minimap, but this is just how important information is. So we're going to full clear up. I'm still going to trade this dragon. I'm still wanting you to, I mean, we might not even have to trade it, right? But we're still going to play for this rift. When you don't have ult, you look for those opportunities less. Unless you can literally just QE and kill someone, we're farming. Because your champion is kind of ult-reliant. Okay, Silas is going bot. We're going to take the Rift Herald too. Yeah, he's going back to mid. Yeah, if Aurelia can help, it's good. But I don't think not many people want it. I mean, yeah, just take it. And after this, yeah, just take it. Still take it. Okay, they're coming now. Maybe Nuna's coming. So we want to ping ult in 10. The fight is good here. So just play a little bit slow. Yep. Fight him. You absolutely one-shot him right now with your ult. Play slow again. Keep pinging. Keep getting your team on board. Don't let it reset. It's yours. You're way stronger as a 3. So Silas is already going bot. So if Silas commits bot here, we're going to rift mid straight away. Rift mid, rift mid, rift mid, rift mid. Run straight there. Straight there. You can even cast it right now. So charge it in. Yep, and charge it in. We're going to go for 2 towers mid here, okay? There's a big distraction happening bot. We're going to go for 2 towers. If this tower dies, we're going to try and dive the Nunu. Hit the tower. Hit the tower. Hit the tower. Kill the tower and then try and kill Nunu. Try and go on Nunu now. Go, go, go. Perfect. And we're going to push. We're going to push. We're going to push, 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 push. We're going to get this tier 2 tower. We have 6 scrubs, right? So our pushing power is really insane. This into, I think his top side camps are down. So it's into his bot side camps. And look at that. They won the bot fight. So take all his bot camps now. All of them. And you're going to have one of the biggest downtimes. Actually, we'll see, actually. We'll see, we'll see. You do have 2.6k gold. It might be time to base, but we'll see. Gromp as well. Perfect. And then you're going to recall someone, but recall kind of safe. Oh, can you kill this guy? I like it. Okay, it's fine. Okay, spend gold. Now, there's not really much to do here, right? Back to your Krogs.
Yeah.
Kind of thinking, what's the next objective here? Okay, it's probably bot tower, right? And we're really strong right now. So this is about translating now. Translating our lead. Okay, so we're probably not going to full clear the top this round. We're probably going to take bot side camps and get involved in, if there's any fight bot side, we're going to be involved in it, okay? Because now it's kind of time to use our lead and we're going to break that bot tower. We're going to get map control. So after Raptors, we're literally just going to run into River and kill the Silas, kill the Nunu, kill the bot lane. You see how there's about to be a fight here? Look, I want you to be there. Come there late. Come there. Okay, kill this guy. Good. Use everything to kill him. Yep, Nunu will come, but I think you're fine because you're really strong.
Oh,
nice
shit.
Nice Q, nice Q, nice Q. Okay, it's fine. Hover bot side. Yep, follow this Nunu, follow this Nunu. Yep, kill him. Kill him, kill him, kill him. Your E's in 7, so just smite. Don't commit too hard. You don't want to go on the tower. Your whole team is here. Maybe it's a dive. Ping, ping, ping. Ping that you want to break this tower. Let other people like kind of work for you. Okay, good. They're going to break it. So now we're just going to leave. There's not really much for us to do. We're just going to run to like the top side. You can take mid wave. Yeah, take mid wave. When he pushes this, you're going to take this wave and then you're going to go farm more. So we did our job, right? We used ult. We got the objective. Now I want you to kind of play a little bit of farm time. So I want you to take this wave and then I want you to take his raptors and then I want you to take his the scuttle. Take this wave. Q and just one shot it. This guy's not gonna, he's not gonna mess with you. Okay, you can take the wave in his face. Just use your W and then leave. Okay, top scuttle now. His raptor's a little bit dangerous now. Okay, try and jump to a minion maybe. Good. I think you're fine. Okay, camps. Okay, keep watching the fight. If the fight is happening, you want to move back to there. But again, you want to be like the guy that comes a little bit late. Okay, top wave is pushing. So after this, blast cone to the top wave. You're going to just pressure the map here because your team is pressuring mid, but they're not really playing for anything. You want to pressure the top tower. And remember, we have the 6 grubs, so we're going to play for top tier 2 here. Even if we do it solo, we're going to play for it. Try and save this wave. Yeah, there's 3 minions. Okay, that's fine. Take this and then take the Krogs. Smite the Krogs right here while you wait for the next wave to kind of crash. Efficiency is everything. You see your CS right now and you're still involved in like all the plays. Okay, tower. Use your abilities to get attack speed. Good. Okay, after this, we're going to base because there's nothing much for us to do now. Perfect time to base. Good. And we're building Zhonya's next, I'm guessing. So build Arm Guard.
Yeah.
I mean, you can even buy like Dark Seal. I think you should get into the habit of building Dark Seal like more.
I have
Okay, we're not going camp stay. Straight to their red.
Okay.
Yeah, it should be like an early game item. So we see our team is like, this is when your team just starts trolling. And this usually is the time where you want like full downtime where you just farm your camps, but see if they overchase it. See if the enemy gets desperate because you're really strong still. Let's see. Yeah, I think they are going to get desperate here. TP is there. It looks like a fight you could smurf. It looks like a fight you could smurf if they fight. Really good. Okay, watch Silas here. Can you get him too? If you kill this guy, try and ping Baron. Try and ping Baron. Try and ping Baron straight away. You guys can trio it. Aurelia says, does Aurelia have TP? Keep pinging. Oh, he's TPing here. Okay, take camps. camps. As soon as you see your team like not do your play, you just gotta like adapt to it. Okay.
Yeah.
So just farm now. That's fine. Dragon in 25, you're gonna run straight to the bot scuttle. Yeah. I mean, I guess we could have adapted better by pushing with them, but this is also good because you're not overloading resources on one area, right? You're kind of like, people are getting towers, you're getting farm. This is also about keeping your agency. So you see how they're all like low-key throwing here? This is about keeping your agency. You can just go farm your red side camps. Like, or you can try one-shot this. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, try and one-shot this or farm your camps. I mean, the dragon actually, like, this is a better decision, but it's not actually part of this game anymore because no one's going to get soul in this game. We'll explain more afterwards. Okay, all your camps, go farm. 2 dead. You do vault, but just farm. All these kills don't mean anything. Let's just get your level 16. So you're just going to full clear. You're not even going to base. I don't care about this 2k gold. Just full clear. Get even stronger. When your Aurelia spawns, we're going to try and base when Aurelia starts spawning. Okay, so after Raptors, actually. We're trying to sync. Yeah, we're trying to sync up with Aurelia. Because when Aurelia spawns, we're going to start pinging Baron. Now, once you base, you have your item, right? The game is kind of like you already have 2 inhibs. The game is just basically about getting Baron now and ending the game. So farming more at this point is basically useless, except for the fact that you can get level 16. So yeah, get level 16 and then start Baron. Remember that Nunu can outsmite you, right? So if they all come to contest, you want to try and kill them. You want to try and not just let it be a flip. Okay, this guy's basing too. So everyone's like messing up their tempo, right? You just farm. Farm this, take top wave, push top wave in, and then start pinging Baron. Just start spam pinging it. Like, just trying to get everyone to come here. Good. Aurelia can go bot. You guys can still format it. It's fine. Nunu is bot, so take this and then go Baron. Maybe Jhin. Jin's maybe trolling. Okay. He warded it, but we have a pink, right? No. Okay. Just do it. Yep. We start it after we kill this. Yeah, they're all bot anyway. And then as soon as you kill this Baron, I want you to run straight to the top wave. Now, this game might take a little bit slower to close out because people throw, right? So we're just going to keep our, composure. We're not going to like, Aurelia died, Nunu died. We're just going to pressure the game here. So it's still 4v4, so we actually can pressure.
Our little cannon died all by itself.
And at this point as well, it's just about trying to get supers in. So like someone should be trying to get supers in mid. Someone should be trying to get supers in bot. And then you're trying to get top wave in. Okay, hit tower here. At this point in the game, you're thinking about threats, okay? They don't really have many threats besides maybe like Silas stealing your ult, I guess.
Yeah.
But they have like not many threats. So, Nunu, yeah, exactly. Like this is the threat, you avoid it. Can fight, you can also just play front to back. Still have stopwatch. I mean, you're just insanely strong. You can honestly play it however you want. Clean them up. Very nice. Very, very, very nice. Now tell me, if you play like this every game, I'm not saying you have to play like even as flawlessly as this. This is what I'm talking about. This is a great example of what I'm talking about. This is a great example of like the Diana identity. This is a great example of the mentality. You know, when our team started losing their minds, mute all, stay locked in. This is actually the stuff I'm talking about.
Yeah, there are definitely, like, I didn't say it, but like there were definitely points where you told me to farm and I definitely would not have been farming.
I think a big part of it's like getting sucked into things, right? And obviously I know a bit better than you what are opportunities and what are not.
Yeah.
But you see me kept saying like, you don't want to be the guy that sacrifices himself, even if your team gets ahead because of it. Okay. You want to be the guy that's the strongest in the game. And were we the strongest in the game? By far, right? And I'm telling you, like, your mechanics in this game were good. Okay, there were some moments where, like, you know, pressing E, not resetting it. But apart from that, your mechanics were, you know, your mechanics in Diana are not the reason that you're gold or plat.
Yeah.
It's your, you know, if we take a look at your OPGG, it's other things. This was a really, really good example of, obviously our team wasn't, okay, they weren't like terrible, right? We at least had some like winning games, but this is a really, really classic example of like a 70% game, right? Where it's like, it's really up to you to carry it, or it's up to you to make the difference of like, it's like, you know, the game is like 50-50, right? It's not like we have super inting lanes and it's like the 15% unavoidable losses. I don't know if I've talked to you about that, but like, you know, I see the game as 70-15-15, and league climbing is just a math game. 15% you're gonna instantly lose. Okay, you're gonna have to go like above and beyond and have like a perfect game to win those. 15% you're gonna get carried pretty much, right? You're just gonna win no matter what, basically what you do, as long as you're not just turning your monitor off and running it down. And then this kind of game is the 70%. And this is what I talk about when we talk about climbing, okay? These are the games that you really, really want to look at, because it's like the game is going to tip either way. And it's up to your decisions and your consistency and your fundamentals to make sure that you're kind of doing your thing to make it tip in your direction. Okay, let's talk about the pregame real quick. The reason why I said, okay, we're most likely going to be farming, right? Farming in the early game. Number one, Diana's identity, right? We like farming. We're kind of useless. I mean, it's not like we're weak in terms of skirmishing. Okay, we have Conqueror, but we're weak in terms of ganking for sure. And in this game, it doesn't really help because look at the lanes we have. Okay, this not gonna happen. Bot lane, this not gonna happen. Okay, bot lane's probably our best chance because we have a Lux Bind. So when we think, I don't know if we did this last time as well, when we think about ganks, we think about volatility. You know, there's three categories: volatility, gank setup, and enemy's mobility. So let's go through that. Top lane, gank setup or volatility. Okay, could be volatile because it's Aurelia versus Vlad. So I'm gonna give this like a dash. I don't think it's highly likely to be, because Vlad is kind of a safe champion, wants to farm. So it could go either way, right? Could be volatile, could not be. And I know it's Jhin. I know it was like, I don't know what happened here, but it was Jhin top. But just thinking about the game plan preemptively. Gank setup top, really a stun, not very reliable. Okay, not very reliable. I'm actually gonna give this a cross. Okay, it's not really no gank setup. Enemy's mobility. Okay, he has flash, he has ghost, he has a pool. It's not looking great.
Yep. On
these categories. Mid lane, volatility could be volatile again because it's a Sylas, right? Not likely though, because Smolder just wants to farm. Gank setup, non-existent. Smolder, mobility, Sylas, he has E. Again, not a great option in terms of where we're gonna kind of path around. Bot lane, volatility could be, but it is a Soraka, so she kind of has sustain, right? She's gonna sustain up. Lux and Kai'Sa are kind of volatile champions. So, you know, Lux is like a AP poke champion. Volatility, again, not sure, right? And when you're not sure about something in the pregame, you can say it, not sure, right? And then afterwards, if it ends up being really volatile, you can be like, oh, okay, was this like a one-off, or is this happening? Is this like a trend? You know, if you have like Draven Nautilus versus Kai'Sa Rell every game, you're gonna find out that it's a trend that they're gonna be fighting a lot. So then you would put like a tick here in volatility, right? Gank setup, okay, Lux Bind, not really reliable. And when I talk about gank setup, I'm talking about reliable things. You know, Annie stun, Nautilus hook, even though it's a skill shot, is kind of somewhat reliable. You know, Leona having, or like Malphite having ult is something that's reliable.
Yeah.
Mobility?
W.
No mobility, right? So it's a tick. So there's these two categories here that is like making us think, okay, it's good to kind of path the bot this game. However, we also have a third option, right? Which is always playing for ourselves. And we always like to play for ourselves, especially as Diana, you want to farm. Unless something is looking really juicy, like a Draven Nautilus lane versus something really volatile bot or something really, really volatile top, you want to play for yourself. And that means Raptor right? Raptor especially on blue side, because it gives you this path where if you do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. When you do this path, what happens is you base, spawn, take 1, 2, and then it's perfect timing for grub spawning. And this first grubs gives you 6. So this kind of path you can do on many champions, right? But it's really, really nice for Diana. And it's also really nice in games that kind of not much is going on. And to quickly touch on the last thing in kind of your pregame, right? We've gone through what kind of pathing we want, but also the reason why this is good is because we have an Aurelio, and that grub win con, especially as Dyna, because you can actually split push, right? You're actually fast at pushing towers. You build Nashes, you build Lich Bane. So your split push is also really, really good. And so grubs is really, really nice for that, right? Dragons, when you think about dragons, you should think, there's kind of 3 ways you can think about it. Enemy team outscale. So we want to try and get dragons as soon as we can, get soul and force them to fight us on like the 3rd dragon, right? You want to force them to fight you, because if you don't take any dragons and maybe you throw once, die once, enemy team outscales you, GG, right? Yep. So you want to try and get dragons when you outscale. Now, what if your team outscales? Well, you still want dragons, right? For the same reason. And then in games where it's just like super, super, super early game, both teams early game volatile, usually the game is won by gold and XP. Gold and XP, sorry. So usually you just want to choose gold and XP, killing people, grubs, gold and XP, right? Because grubs kind of translate to like gold because you get towers off them. So that's why grubs are also kind of better. Does that all make sense in terms of like how you're thinking about the game? I want you to think about the game from like a bird's eye view. I want you to look down on the game and think, picture or like envision what winning for you looks like. And so that's kind of where like that pregame plan, because you'll be able to then in moments, right? In moments where it's like, oh, should I contest this 2nd dragon or should I trade Rift Herald? That's why I was thinking about that in advance, because I had already done the thinking in the pregame. I don't want you to overthink things either. This game was very simple. Not much ganks, want to farm, playing Dino. Grubs are good, right? That's literally all the thinking that I really did.
Yeah.
So it's not that complicated. I'm just explaining further for the sake of, explaining. Okay, so
real quick, you mentioned like Raptor start a lot of the time. If it's a volatile top and
you
it's
can
like
still do
something I
Raptor
want to
start.
play around.
Yeah. So that's
is there a time you don't though? Like maybe not in this elo, but like I feel like sometimes if they see a Raptor start, the enemy jungle will just be on it at 4 minutes.
Yes. Okay. So we'll okay. So I think in lower elo it's less likely that they'll be on it, but that's a good point. So
like what we did.
When you do the Raptor start, you always want to be back here on 4 minutes. Pretty much always, unless you can get a top kill 100%, right? Because obviously this kill is better than trading for this. It's fine. Another thing you have to consider about Raptor start is you're going to end up pathing back to bot. So it's really good in games where you want to farm, but you still want to play towards bot. The same as if you're on the red side, right? Let's say you're on the red side and you have like a Malphite, okay? It's really nice to do the Raptor start this game because we're going to path down, circle back, and then next round we're going to actually path up to when he hits 6, right?
We have the 6 minute.
Yeah. So this is also something you can think about as timings as well. Like we don't really want to play towards top after levels like in the early game, because most likely he's just going to farm, and this is also where it opens up for our level 6 to kill bot, right? For this lane.
Right.
So yeah, you can think about timings as well of when you want to be like in different places. We do this. Now, thinking about how you want to use your trinket is always something that you want to do, because we're versing a Nunu. I really don't want this thing to happen where like he starts snowball and then he goes and takes this and we have no idea about it and we get here and it's all gone. We really don't want that. So we want to use our trinket. Usually you're going to use your trinket in 3 different ways. It's either going to be here, if you can, here, or you're just going to save it for warding his jungle after you're clear. But when you're starting Raptors, you don't really have time to do that. So yeah, it's either going to be here, or on your red if you're versing like, I don't know, a Shaker or something and he can jump over walls, right? But then again, if you're versing a Shaker, you kind of need to get your team to ward for it, because then you run into the issue of the same invade, right? Raptors to you here, you don't have a ward, you put your ward here. So usually you're always going to get your team to ward anything to cover this side. So your ward is pretty much always going to go here. You can also think about it the opposite. You get your team to ward here, and then you would here. But yeah, it's you want to try and have some sort of thinking about what the enemy jungle can do to you. But our game plan worked out very good this game, right? And when I see him here, I'm already thinking about my plan, right? What am I going to do if he does this? I'm thinking in advance. I don't want to really think about it in the moment. I want to think exactly what I'm going to do if he just starts this. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to do Raptors and then take his camps. Just going to take them all. If I see him crossing, okay, and then maybe after Grump I leave. Or maybe after blue I leave. I'm still winning then, right? I'm still winning out because he's done 1 camp and he's trying to cross. So he's being really inefficient where it's like, it's chill for me. I just go back to my Krugs. Yeah. Small thing, don't use your E here. So that's what I talk about, like the E reset. 22-second cooldown, you could have been having it right here again for your Q. So always, always, always E off your Q. Unless you're about to base and you don't need the 22-second cooldown, or unless you need an E to escape, or unless you're just Eing to do like a good engage. Then there's those times where you can use E. Like let's say, for example, your Q is out of range, but you can E ult kill. Then you just use E, obviously. So let's go through it. Let's go through all my decisions and why this game was so kind of, like a perfect kind of game. I would say that this was basically like a perfect game, like a flawless game. You scored like 98, maybe 99%. There was like some little mechanical moments, right? But in terms of like macro, this was pretty much textbook Diana game. And one small thing, like, yeah, it was good that you were having good awareness in this game, right? I like that you're having awareness, but make sure that your clear speed is #1 priority. And then if you have extra kind of brain power to look at lanes, you can. So that's in terms of priority, I want you to clear really fast because it's most likely that we're going to full clear. So most likely you want to put your brain power into ganking. I mean into farming. You know, if you're playing like a champion like Lee Sin, I'm down to lose 5 seconds on this red side clear. So you know exactly if you're going to gank mid or top. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I mean, clear speed is usually 100% priority, to be honest. But yeah, so we cleared. As we finish blue here, so as we're finishing camps, I want you to think ahead. Is there any gank top or mid right now? Just based on these lanes. Hang on, I'll play a little bit further so you can see the top.
Yeah. No.
Nothing, right? Nothing? Nothing. So you already know what's going to happen next. What's going to happen next is you're going to take this. You're either going to cross and take this, or you're going to take this. Or third option, you base here and you clear like, I don't know, something like this. But most likely, not any more ganks. So we know that now. We know there's not going to be any ganks. So we're starting to
Am I ever...
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, continue.
Am I ever scared of like a double collapse right there?
On the scuttle?
Yeah.
Well, if you look at the map, look at the mini map right now. Jin, push off.
Oh yeah, Jin leaves.
Like you got to also kind of guess, or not guess. You need to make educated guesses of what the enemy is doing. Okay. Both laners want to base here because they got the wave in, right? And you also have a ward. Okay, so it's not really that dangerous. Even if they were coming into you here, I would say one shot the scuttle and run out and just like E onto the Jin or something like out, right? Because you can just kill the scuttle in like 3 abilities and smite. The first one dies very quickly. Look, it's dead here. And then it's dead here. Nunu and Thing are coming into you and you just E to this guy and run out this way, base. So you want to also take it to the limits. Okay, so we waited here a little bit for Raptors. He's waiting for our Raptors. Honestly, I didn't really consider the fact that we do Raptors way quicker than he does. So in hindsight, running straight to our Raptors here was better. But this is like, I'm kind of playing off the fact that I just am trying to get like the max win. But in hindsight, I think we lose like maybe 0.5 of a point here because we should have gone to our Raptors, but it's still not bad. Like there's a chance that he doesn't take our Raptors here. He doesn't know we started Raptors and we get both. Good base, right? We never want to try and fight this guy. What's the point of fighting this guy, right? We don't want to try and protect the Aurelia. We don't want to try and do anything else here because we want to keep our really good tempo for these camps. Any extra thing here, going here, then Nunu comes, you get the camp, but it's still worse than basing. No
like right
waste
there,
time.
I think I would have gone for the...
You think you would have gone to the Krugs? Okay, yeah. As soon as I see him, I want to try and cross or base. But now I see him crossing. I know that these camps, whether he took them or not, are kind of safe, right? So either way, basing here is good. So really, really good that we're looking bot lane one way. So whenever you're running to like your first camp, you want to have your camera on the lane that is in proximity to that, right? Because there was other times in this game where we had that proximity cam and it ended up getting us some kills, right? Really, really important that you look at that weak side timing. And then when it's nothing, simply full clear. No need to overforce anything. No need to do anything spectacular. We know, we envision what the game winning looks like, right? You getting really strong, taking grubs, split pushing, getting tier 2 towers, cleaning up fights, having insane CS, having insane level leads, no matter what the team does, right? Whether you have to, I mean, solo queue is about playing with the cards you've been dealt. And, you know, I want to highlight the fact that this game, right, there was like moments where your team was giving up. And those are exactly moments where like you could overcompensate. You could force something you shouldn't. You could do something where it's like, oh, you think the game's over because your team is like all typing FF and things like that. That's where you like get emotional, right? And do something that you shouldn't. You want to keep that composure. And of course, you know, we mirrored the camps. We tracked his camps all game. So we know, you know, we're already thinking back here. We're already thinking what we're going to do next. Note, we're thinking here. Top trading. They just took Dragon, they're ganking bot. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, and then look to dive top. If there's no dive top, we're just going to go 1, 2, 3 base. Stay on tempo. So a lot of what I think a lot of players miss is thinking in advance. So I don't want you to think right now what to do. You already know what to do. You already know what the next sequence is, right? It's just like boom, 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 because you already thought about it. You already processed the information. The thing about League is the sooner you get the information, the more time you have to think, right? The better your decision's going to be. And that's why it's also important to keep locked in. Don't get distracted by your team typing. Don't get distracted by people. For example, when they had trio bot, right? Another example of times where you could like make like a silly mistake because you think the game's won, for example. You know, this discipline is very important when climbing. It's all about consistency. It's all about, you know, there's 100 games. How many of those games are you going to win? Because like, it's all well and good that you can play incredibly one game, but you need to do this consistently, right? It's not just about one game. Climbing in League is not just about playing really good in one game or even playing perfect in one game. So this is what I'm talking about. When you're So our plan here, right, when we're going up here, our plan is to just full clear up. But when Nunu makes like a play like this, I want your automatic reaction to be to run here. Because I want, even if you waste like 5 seconds running to here, to this line, I would rather you do that and potentially clean up some kills here. Obviously, the best case scenario is that you're always watching, right? And you're always making a decision. But I want your automatic reaction here to just to start walking there, to click your mouse here, and then click your camera here and start calculating. Good, bad, good, bad, good, bad. Okay, bad, back. I want your automatic reaction here to just be go. You need to be quicker when you see this, because there's going to be games where, I don't know, maybe this guy's level 5. They chase here, right? They chase into you, boom, big ult, triple kill. There's going to be games like that, but this situation is not one of them. So as soon as you see this, you're turning around. So 2 things. You need to be quicker to react to it, and you need to be quicker to say, it's done. It's finished. Turn around. It's a turnaround angle here, right? Lux is not escaping this. Yeah. And you can't fight this when they're all full HP 2v3. Okay, so we full clear up. Again, another angle, right? Watch. He shows. What should you be thinking? Path there. Either path here or path here, like you're going to QE over or just E over or flash E over. The reason why I'm saying you need to make that decision on that reaction first. React and then pan and then make a decision, because you don't lose anything by just going here, okay? Yes, you lose like 2 seconds. It's fine. The reward is way better than the time lost. Look, right? Potential here. Q flash E, R. You kill him. He has no ult, right? You see that?
Yeah. And he's under tower.
So this time, bot lane was no opportunity. This time, big tick. You should path here. See if he does something stupid. Save your Q, flash E, flash Q, whatever it is, and kill him. Pull him back into tower. He takes a tower shot, you kill him. Again, we're thinking what's next. We see that the Nunu... No, we didn't see any information, but again, we know his Raptor spawn timer. So like, yeah, you had a good catch here. You always want to take things from back to front because this is already yours. So you take the Raptors first. We don't want to go Krugs here because if Nunu is there for whatever reason, Vladimir, Silas, collapse, burning flash, not great. So we just take the little win here. I mean, yeah, I think we just made the decision that worst case scenario, we have flash. So I mean, the champions really don't have much threat either, right? It's a Vladimir. He's literally useless. So.
Yeah.
And another really good base, right? Another really good base. You're back on tempo. When this camp is spawning, right? This is like your little thing in your head that's indicating base and go here. My new round is beginning. The only time where you don't go to this opportunity is if there's something better, okay? For example, grubs are spawning in 5 seconds right now. You would do this instead. Or top is diveable right now. Aurelia's pushing a big wave in and top is diveable. You would do this instead. Because this is better than you having, like, you would sacrifice tempo here because it's worth your time. It's gaining you something more than you having tempo back here. The trade is you dive this guy, and the trade is you lose time, or potentially maybe one of your camps gets stolen, but again, it's worth. Nothing here, so you base. Again, looking at the weak side lane as we come out. Looks like body language. Looks like they're playing a little bit like they don't care about you, right? Now, if they were playing, for example, they push this wave in and they go and fog here, I would say, what? Clear up. However, body language, it looks like they're going to do the same thing. So you're looking at this next wave. Are they going to do the same thing here, right? That's what you're looking at. Are they going to just push? Okay, you're watching. Same thing. If they fog, you go Krugs. If they don't fog, you kill them. And look at that. Jin's walking up. So you go. And remember, I was calling all of these things, all this time here, when you have all this time to think about things, this is what you're thinking about. This is like thinking time. This is really crucial thinking time here, this path. You can't just switch your brain off here. Remember when I was saying like he still has flash, right? So you don't want to do anything. You want to expect him to flash in. Not like you don't have to like Q predict or anything. You Q him here, he flashes your Q, you E, kill. This case, he got hit by the Q, so which is, you know, best of both worlds. So we get both kills. It's kind of like a specific situation in this game, right? Where like the dragon is spawning in 10 seconds. They're spawning in 15 seconds. So by the time they spawn, it kind of takes 20. So you still have time to do this, but I guess they could kind of store. So it's like your tempo assessment needs to be good here. You know what I mean? Like if they were spawning in 5 seconds here, you wouldn't go for this dragon because they're going to spawn back and they can contest you. Okay. So this is really important about dragons now. I'm calling dragon one because again, it's good in this game, right? Because both teams are, I mean, you didn't actually have to take the dragon this game, but it kind of will give your smolder more time to scale. Right, so it's kind of nice. I think this game you outscale, but it's kind of close as well because they have Vladimir. But you want to take
if we decide to skip this, go Krugs, and we see, I don't know, on Vision that they get on it. Am I contesting or am I still just
probably not?
Grubs?
You're probably not contesting. You're probably trading because you don't have ult.
Okay. Right,
your ult's really important. You don't want to contest anything unless you're sure that you win. I wouldn't even contest this if you 60% won. I wouldn't even contest it if you 65%, 70% won. Right. I would say, because you already have a winning play here. You already have a winning play. What's the winning play? You could even do this, right? You could do 1, 2. You see him do dragon. 3, 4, 5. You could do this too, right? So then you're ultra winning. But I decided that I kind of made the decision here to do dragon because you should have time. Now, the one thing I didn't consider is that they have Nunu. So he can just steal, which in hindsight, because they have Nunu, the dragon is bad because he can just steal it. So our time is worth doing the other thing. So these are little specific game situations. These aren't really fundamentals. This is something that you have to learn as you play. But it's still good to reflect on them and be like, okay, well, this would usually work if they didn't have Nunu here. Because right now, like their bot lane is like here, okay? Their bot lane is here. So plenty of time. When the bot lane is here, what should you do against Nunu? Should you try and contest his smite or should you try and kill them before the bot lane gets here? Kill him, yeah. You just try and fight him. So that's what I'm saying, fight, fight, fight. When he walks up here, don't use your Q on the dragon, right? Because you're not, the dragon now is, it's the come fight me button. So you push the button here that says, okay, you guys want to fight and we'll kill you, or we're just going to take the dragon for free. Does that make sense? So you're not trying to contest the smite here. You're trying to kill the Nunu. Right here. This is where your QE should come in and you should just fight. But yeah, overall, not the best decision. We ended up getting it anyway, which is quite lucky. Now when he flashes, remember we talked about the bot lane, right? They're coming.
Yeah. Go Sylas.
Yep. So kill Sylas. Sylas is dead. Small wins as well. Take his flash. I mean, you have QE coming up. He's gone. Right? Can you kill him here? Like realistically, like no. He's gonna take the last gun and he's gonna get up. Yeah. So yeah, kill Sylas. In this case, if you did that decision, kill Sylas, and then turn around, you would just skip these now and just go like this.
Got it.
Just for efficiency's sake. You don't really want to loop back and, there's already enough farm for you to just farm. And then, you don't have ult. The TP comes in, so it's good that you watch this. So as soon as I saw the so right here I'm saying just get out. Back ping and get out, because there's nothing that you can do here, okay? When the TP comes in, I want you to think, okay, Aurelia doesn't have ult, so it's terrible anyway, okay? The TP is terrible, but there's gonna be situations here where Aurelia and you can maybe win. But this is not one of them. And this is in the time in the game where this thing starts happening, right? Everyone thinks doesn't look great, right? Okay, it doesn't look. Yeah. It's not like okay, we lost, but people are giving up. Okay, and this is where you got to keep locked in. You can carry this game, and you see how we didn't die there with them. Keep that agency, and we just farm up, and then we keep going. And look what happens in this round. Okay, so walk around.
Yeah.
Like this. If you are gonna come from this way, just Q the minions, like QE the minions, so you can just start auto-attacking him. If you QE here and he hits you, he's going to get hit by the tower. And the only condition you're thinking here about Vladimir is his flash, right? His flash and his R. Those are the two things about your ultimate that you need to... So you literally are level 10 to his level 8. You have these items, even though you have 1400 gold. You completely smack him here, right? It's not even close. 2 levels. I don't even think he has an item. So you can literally hold your ult until he uses flash or his pool. So you just want to make sure you start getting those autos down. Q him here. If he misses, you hit the minion, E to the minion, get your reset, just smack him. Press W, right? So a little bit of mechanics here. You really want to make sure your E gets reset. And then we base insta. Rift Herald spawning in 8 seconds. We want to get back to our clear. We don't want to do Rift here because we can get it anyway, okay? Efficiency again. You want to do this Rift Herald on when your camps are all off cooldown, because it's yours anyway. So if you stayed there and did Rift here, you're basically just being inefficient because your camps are not on spawn. They're all alive. Does that make sense? Yeah. That's why I'm telling you not to do Rift there. You want to go back to that clear. Again, same thing again, right? You're thinking about details about, am I going to have a weak side time here? You're very, very strong. You have ult. Are these guys going to make the same mistake again? And so you need to really, really watch that. Information. You have a pink here. That's good. The wave is bouncing. That's good. Now, the only thing left is will they disrespect you? I don't even want you to hit this cone here. I don't want them to have any, I guess you're checking your red, whatever, it's fine. But this is what you have to think about. So as soon as Jhin does this, I'm basically like saying like, go, 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 right? As soon as they make that, boom, this picture right here, it's done. And small mechanical things, right? Not mechanical things, but just decision making. You really want this Q to land. So it's really good that you play it like this. You want to walk to this wall out of fog and then just Q him. As soon as you land that Q, he's dead because he can't escape anymore. I do think you should smite just to make sure you can keep getting the autos in, but you could get the autos in anyway.
Yeah, I don't even think I had an ult there either.
Yeah, exactly. Like you can just kind of play it to that limit. As soon as you use the ult, what should you do now? There's nothing left, right? There's no need to do anything else other than just go back to that clear and stick to that game plan we made, which is take this, take this, take this for this. Now, I kind of usually say always match when you're stronger, but you don't have ult now. I mean, you might have ult for dragon, so you still can match the dragon. But yeah, like dragon at this point doesn't really matter. That's why I'm saying you literally breaking like these 2 towers for dragon is worth.
1-1 right now, right? On dragons?
Yeah, it's 1-1. Exactly. 1-1 at 15 minutes. What? Soul is going to be like, what? 30 minutes. This dragon's really not important. Okay, so I think your pings were good here, but I want you to ping people directly, okay? When this Aurelia is doing this, I want you to ping him directly. I want you to ping exactly what you want. So watch your pings here. Diana wants to push forward. I mean, this guy has no idea what that means. And I know it's like hard to get people to do this thing. But remember, when you do the ping like assistance, this is like the best ping in the game, in my opinion. This is the ping that works the most, to be honest. Because I don't even know what Aurelia's doing right now. He's like literally lost his mind. Like he is so confused. Imagine if he's just hitting Rifter instead. But yeah, when Nunu comes in, okay, don't be too scared, okay? Like that you still see everyone on the map, okay? It's you versus Nunu here. You're a level 11. Silas is still mid. Vlad is top. 2 people bot. So don't be too scared. I don't want this to reset. Stand your ground. Throw a Q. Throw an E. This is also still fine, but hold your ground there. Okay. So very, very important part of the game. Are you going to be involved in this bot fight? How likely do you think you're going to be involved in like the bot fight? Not really, right? Not really.
Unlikely.
Yeah. It's probably going to be over before you get there. So instantly you're thinking, I can't make it here. So what can I trade? I can trade this, and this. Which is the better option? 2 towers mid, right? Potentially. Mid tower is usually good to break. Like in terms of like priorities, like let's say every tower was up here. Usually you want to break mid. Really, really good. And then like you always want to use Rift on like tier 2s. Over like this. So you only want to use Rift on like tier 1 mid, unless you're using Rift on a side lane where you can go 2, where you can push 2 towers.
If like, I don't know, tier 1 top was up.
You would go mid.
Like
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you would go mid. Okay. You also just want to think about using Rift to the lane that is getting defended the least. So Vladimir was already top here and no one was mid. Now Nunu shows up, very important, right? You're very strong. Level 12, level 9. Okay, towers are paper right now. So don't be scared here. You see everyone on the map. There's a big bot fight. Vladimir's top. Kill this guy. This guy, he's trolling.
What is he doing?
What is he doing? So you gotta punish him, because what this kill does is it really leads to more. Okay, you got to get more here. You got to get so much more. Look at this round. Look at this round. Like I'm gonna go back. Look at this entire round. Right, you full cleared up. You got the rift. You got mid tower, tier 2 mid tower, and now you get all his bot farm. Look at your gold. This is really where your CS explodes. I think this play was actually really good, by the way. You should have kind of committed to it.
Okay, yeah, I wasn't really sure.
Yeah, you should have committed. This is like you know, you're going into like creative territory, but this is like when you watch Challenger Smurfs playing gold. They do this all the time. It's like the guy that's walking between tower play on the timing where he's alone. No one else is with him. So this is good. You should just kill them. Absolutely. You destroy him here, right? You just use W, press your next E. Boom, boom, boom. Auto attack dead. Next round, right? We're in the mid game now. So we're not really thinking this full clear thing anymore. Okay. We're not thinking this anymore. Okay. There's going to be games where you do it when there's nothing. There's something to play for here, right?
Yep.
The bot tower. So this is where you ask that question about, like, you usually have good early games, but you struggle to transition.
I just keep full clearing.
Yeah. So
like right here, I would full clear for sure.
It's really important. So you see how like I'm telling you to farm all game, and it's kind of like, it's like kind of like the opposite. Like you'll fight when you should farm, and now you'll farm when you should fight. You kind of see that a little bit, that theme. Or like, it's really important that you're in proximity of what you want to play for. Okay. So if you want to play for top tier 2, that's okay. But you're just going to path like this. 1, 2, into his jungle, into the scuttle, into these camps. Okay. So in mid game, you're kind of choosing a side to play. There's going to be very small situations where you're just going to full clear. Like if your entire team was dead right now, you would just full clear. Because you can't play into here. You can't play into here, right? But you can play, even though there's no camps to take here, I want you to be on the bot side, because if there's anything that's happening, which there will be, if anything happens like this, you're here. So this is a great example of you translating your lead to the side of the objective, and you're making the difference here. Do you see this? Yeah. You see how you're making the difference, and this was a huge round. Look how huge this round was. Even though you only got 1 kill. Kill, tower. Okay, now everything's done. Okay, so if your team loses their mind, is there anything more you can take? Can you take this tier 2? Probably not. No mid tower, top tower is a bit far. So now is the time where you would, if there were any camps to farm, you would farm them. Farm this, farm this, farm this. Okay, nothing to do, so you farm the mid wave. Always looking for something to farm. You don't need a base right now, right? So while your team is either inting or basing, you have time to farm. It's called downtime. So you're going to play a big downtime here. You're going to farm, farm, farm. Don't be too scared of this Vlad as well, okay? You're giving him too much respect here. I want you to be doing things quick. One shot the wave, even if he takes like a little bit of your health, okay? It doesn't matter. One shot the wave and go to the scuttle. Because I think because this took like a little bit of time, yeah, we ran into this kind of like Nunu was here. And you see it's not really an issue because you're just too far ahead and they're kind of useless. There's going to be some games here, right, where like there's really nothing to do. So basing for like 850 gold something is good, right? And then you just enter out on the top side because there's actually nothing to do. But usually you want to get into the habit of trying to farm as much as you can when you don't have enough gold to base for something and they are basing. Because then what's going to happen is after you farm either your camps or whatever you're farming right now, it's about to be uptime, which is going to be this time. This time is kind of uptime where you want to go for like the top crowd. So, you know, I said to go back to camps here because you kind of got chunked. But usually here, you should be, if you based with them, right, you would be running out of here uptime and fighting this, and fighting this, and fighting this, and fighting this, right? So you should be fighting here, but because we kind of got chunked, I want you to kind of just like take the wolves and see how it plays out. But as you take wolves here, I still want you to be watching the fight. You still need to get involved in this if a big fight breaks out. Right? So in this specific situation, the only reason I'm telling you to go back to farm is because you got chunked. Yeah. If you were full HP there, you want to go fight and you want to contest things. So right now, this is a bit of a mistake here because we should be taking this right now. Do you see this?
Yeah.
So actually, I didn't realize this in game, but this was a big uptime downtime mistake, right? We played the downtime a little bit too like disrespectful, I guess you could say. So even for my self decision here, we should have played the downtime better. We should have basing here and then fighting mid here. And then leaving all these camps up and taking all these camps and taking this tower is way better play. Do you see that?
Yeah.
It's way better play. Yeah. So you gotta
you
gotta make that decision back here when you finish on the bot side and there's not much to do. You kind of have to make a decision here, right? Of like, okay, what do I actually do now? Do I base or is there something to farm? So it's important that you kind of see that and then play those uptime downtimes correctly. And then really, really good play here as well. So now we're playing uptime. That's why I'm telling you, you got to get back on the map. You got to pressure something because your team is pressuring something. If you just like base here in full clear, this is GG. Your team's going to die and you're going to think, okay, my team sucks. But really, your team can suck, but you can still make something of it. So for example, if they all died in the bot side right now, you're still getting a huge, massive advantage, a massive lead, a massive gold lead, a massive pressure on the map. You see that?
Yeah.
And this is also playing into like our little grub win con. Okay, so now we're basing, nothing else to do.
If I was alone playing alone, my ass is on the bot side right now.
You mean on your camps?
Right on that red buff. Yeah, right on that red buff.
Yeah. So I think uptime, downtime is probably a big thing. Like the transitioning the lead, being on the side of the map that you want to play towards an objective. And then also the uptime, downtime. When are we farming and when are we not farming? So here even here, I think we played uptime, downtime still a little bit. Like I think we should have stayed to push one more top wave because our team is pressuring. Do you see that? So another mistake actually. So this game wasn't as flawless as I thought. The early game was. The mid game could have been better. So even though we had 2.3k gold there, the only time you can base there actually is if you have a full item. If you have a full item here, you can base. But in this case, what we should do is we should stay here on 2k gold, push this in, pressure something. Okay, our team can still die here. We can take this wave, take this, and then we want to base when they're all like spawning or coming out of base. But this ends up working out anyway because we got this fight. So we base there, and now we kind of consider this our uptime. Obviously, the uptime, downtime thing, it's like a rough guide, okay? You shouldn't think of it like life or death or like religiously. It's just a guide of you're trying to sync up with your team. When they're pressuring, you're pressuring. When they're basing, you're either farming with downtime or you're also basing. Make sense?
Yeah.
That's what you want to think about. And I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, so this is where you don't really want to get involved. This is what's called overstaying. So you can see here, right? We did everything that we wanted. So we played uptime here, okay? This is what us playing uptime. We're farming camps close to our team's getting towers, we're getting towers, whatever. And League of Legends, downtime isn't just for you. Downtime is for everyone because everyone here should want to base, run out of base. While they base, you can either farm or base. So you can farm. Then when they get back on the map, you're all pressuring things together. Do you see how that sync works? You're all pressuring things when they get back. Yeah. But you shouldn't try and pressure something when they're basing, right? It doesn't make sense because then you're just going to get caught. And so yeah, they int it. So this is exactly where you do want to farm your own camps. You see that? This is exactly where you want to farm your own camps.
Teams
inting, nothing to play for. Remember this is the only time you touch your camps. Nothing to do. There's no point pushing top. You can't do that. There's only Gromp to do, but obviously you don't want to waste your efficiency to just take Gromp and then base. You want to make this really nice clear now to Baron. We have 2k gold, so we're going to base instead. Let's say you had 800 here. Perfect time to full clear. 1,000, perfect time to full clear.
Okay, so imagine a world where Smolder died and Aurelia's dead. And they get on Baron. And I'm sitting right here. Yeah.
That's fine. It is what it is. Your whole team's dying, they get Baron, yeah, sure. I mean, you can try it. If you can fight it 1v5, sure. But them getting Baron is not going to lose you the game. Okay. Is it? Do you think it is?
No,
it's not. And you're not... I mean, you are pretty you are Thanos, but you're not going to just snap them out of existence here and just, you know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. You got to say that to yourself sometimes. If they died here and they went Baron, you still need to consider, can I 1v5? Can we 2v5? Do we have TPs? Can we stop this at all? You wouldn't die to try and steal it. No, you wouldn't. Because the game's still in your control, even if they get Baron. And let's see. Yeah, perfect. So you see how that was downtime, now uptime. See, everyone's getting back on the map. Aurelia's pressuring something. So because we pushed this wave, because we're playing uptime now, time to do something. This would be a terrible way. If your bot side was here and you're farming, this would be terrible, right? Terrible. Because you're not pressuring anything. When they gank bot, you get Baron. You can see how like you can use your teammates' inting moments to your advantage. It's either to farm, to push something else. Like, don't get me wrong. Sometimes, like in that fight mid, you want to be involved in the fight, right? This is something that I can't really teach you. You need to try and analyze it for yourself. Where was that mid fight? I can't remember what it was. The one where you ulted here, right? Remember that?
Yeah, I remember that.
There's going to be moments like that, right? Where you have to analyze, is it a loss? Same thing again, you're analyzing preemptively. Is it a lost fight? Or do I clean up? Can I get one kill? Or am I going to int here and lose my... And that's something that you just have to figure out, right? It's going to have to take some experience, take some time, and then reflect on them. If you lose the fight, reflect, okay, did I play bad? Was it just lost? Did I have 2k gold? Did they have better items? Were we fighting on... Like, were we just weaker? Should we have been trading? Like, that's where all those reflections come in. Because it's completely fine to decisively make a decision to fight. It's completely fine. Because as long as you kind of like, learn from it. Being decisive is the most important thing. Like, decisively trade or decisively fight. And then, here, really, like, it's funny that this happened as soon as, like, I was talking about it, right? You're thinking about threats. They don't have many besides
Level
Sylas
12
taking
Nunu.
down a ball. Yeah, exactly. So, like, it's really good that you probably were completely fine here anyway. In a closer game, right, you could, you still need to think about your threats because this game is just pretty much over now, right? But yeah, in different games, right, you need to think about, okay, what are the threats? Nunu, Snowball, and Sylas stealing some ult and killing me. That's pretty much it. Unfortunately, we don't have time to review one of your games, but I think, I just wanted to really make sure.
This is really helpful though.
Yeah, everything was explained in depth. This is a really good example. This is a great example. You don't have to play even like this. You can see how like consistently you could just play like this, right? It's just a matter of a little bit of discipline, I think. It's like, don't get sucked in. View your mistakes. View your tempo. Where did you make mistakes? And then you just keep pushing on. Don't focus too much on the LP, right? Focus on the improvement aspect and your habits. I think that's something that a lot of players don't really, it's all about the LP, right? They're always talking about rank and rank and rank. It will come naturally. You just need to play more consistently.